In this video, we're going to be talking to you about our 60-day sugar cleanse. We've been sugar-free for 60 days. Like I said in the other video, we've been doing a sugar cleanse. We wanted to talk to you. I'm feeling really inspired, so we're in a flow. And if you're new here, my name is Jessie.
I'm B.
And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. We're so glad that you're here, and we're just going to get right into this. So, we've been doing no sugar for 60 days. Almost, no, we have it.
No.
We just hit like 30
30-ish.
days. 30-ish days. We have 30 more to go. But we're feeling energized, if you cannot tell from this video right now.
So, okay, what is no sugar? So, actually, when we first started dating, we did something super, super strict. We did a sugar cleanse of like literally no added sugars in anything that we ate. So we would only have like fruits, and stuff with natural sugar, and then we would read the ingredients list on every other food item, and if it had any added sugar, couldn't have it.
And guys, gals, everyone, listen, there's sugar in freaking everything. I remember when we started this, going into Whole Foods and just like, I was just like, wow, can't get that. Wow, can't get that. And it's like spaghetti sauce. Yeah. It's just like, wow, guess I gotta make my own. I can't eat this. Like, it was really intense.
It was really discouraging at first because it's like you really can't eat out anywhere. All the sauces, everything. I remember we tried like Fresh Kitchen too. Like all the healthy places, like everything has added sugar.
Yeah, I mean, why are y'all adding sugar to the chicken?
Yeah.
Why are y'all adding sugar to the shrimp? Like, I don't understand. Why can't I get a freaking rice bowl? But it's like, got 15 grams of added sugar, and you're like, wow,
that was super intense. We did that for 60 days. At first we committed to like 30, and then me being a Capricorn, I was like, let's go a little bit longer.
I was like, no.
Actually, I was getting hypnotized. I was in a session, and my highest self was speaking, and I was getting like guidance from my galactic family, and they were like, not pressuring, just like, if you wanted to do 45 to 60 days, we would support that.
It's not gonna hurt.
And
then she like comes to me with this messenger information and it's like, hey, we should do like 30. And I'm a competitor naturally. So like when she was like, you don't have to, but like I'm gonna do it. And I was just like, well, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna let you go 60 days and I only go 30.
Yeah. So that's what we did the first time around. I think we did it like another time, maybe for like a shorter amount of time.
I think we did another 30 days.
30 days.
Because we kind of, after that first 60 days, I remember, like we went out for ice cream. We shared a little baby scoop. I'm telling you, like we couldn't even finish it. I think we maybe had 2 bites of it and we were like, wow,
was so
this is too much. It's too much.
It's crazy how much your taste buds will change in that amount of time. It tasted like we were eating spoonfuls of sugar. It wasn't gross, but it was just too much.
And that was a vegan ice cream place that we went to, and we were just like, oh, this, maybe this won't be so intense. No, it was. It absolutely was. And yeah, your taste buds completely change, and also like that craving, I feel like went away. I feel like once you like get past the first 30 days, you're just kind of like, oh, like I got this. It's not so bad.
Yeah, it definitely took a couple weeks for me. So I was talking to other friends that had done, sugar detoxes. I had never, because
I got a sweet tooth from hell.
We both do. Like, I love sugar. So, but this was calling to me. So of course I'm gonna follow that thread. And so I was like even looking up different articles, and people generally said the first couple of days you're going to feel tired, you can feel groggy, but once you get through that first couple of days, you're golden. So I was like, I got this. I could do a couple days. And the first couple of days were super hard, but I will say it took me weeks to get over cravings. It wasn't just a couple days. Just keeping it 100p.
You
Real.
really have to be dedicated and have like so much discipline and willpower. I will say it takes, and I think it helps though. It really helps. Maybe if you find yourself and you're just like, I don't really have a lot of discipline. Like, I don't have willpower. Like, doing it with a friend or with a partner or somebody else would be really helpful, because that keeps you accountable, you know, because you will have moments where you're just like, should I go like get an ice cream right now?
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
And then your partner is like, no, stay strong. Stay strong, baby girl. We got this. But now, fast forward to present, we're not doing as strict of a 60-day cleanse. This is just like no cookies, no candy, no cake, like
no obvious
obvious sweet treat dessert type foods. But we like put honey in our cacao. We're not like super insane and intense over like labels on the bottle. Like, obviously we're not like drinking soda or anything. We don't drink soda anyway, but yeah, what else?
We will go to the coffee shop, and if we want the syrup, she gets vanilla latte. Sometimes I'll get some lavender in my matcha or my latte. That's fine. We're not going crazy with that, because I also have a history of eating disorders, of being really strict and rigid around food and exercise in certain areas of my life like that. So I don't ever want to go back to anything that resembles that. So I also felt like it was healthier for me this time to just kind of be a little flowy. Of course, have the structure of, okay, no desserts, like no donuts, no cake, no cheesecake, which I've been craving cheesecake.
I wanted a donut so bad. I would have done anything for a donut.
I know.
I mean, anything.
She looked at me the other night and said, I'm going to get a donut. Do you want one? I said, nope.
And then, of course, my competitive side gets in, and she's like, do you still want a donut? I'm like, no, I don't, because you don't want one, and I'm not breaking this before you.
And I honestly didn't want one. I really didn't. Of course, and also I find it's harder if you see it. So whenever we go to Costco and they have, what did they have? It was
they have
churro
everything.
donuts or something.
God. They had the samples out of these churro donuts, and you could smell them. Like, we were at the back of the aisle, and you could smell the cinnamon. And I was like, ever since then, that's when the donut thing came up.
Yeah.
We were laying in bed, and I was like, oh my. And I don't really like donuts. Like, it's not my first choice.
I like
a donut. A pastry, but
I'll take it.
But yeah, we're not as rigid, and there's been more of a flow to it.
And it feels better. It feels right this time around. It feels really, really good. It doesn't feel as restrictive. I don't feel as confined. I don't feel like I'm going back to these weird food rules.
Right.
Right. So this is not to entice anyone that is struggling with disordered eating or eating disorders to do something like this. I've done a lot of internal work and then work with therapists, and I had been to an outpatient eating disorder center. I've done a lot of work for years and years and years around food and my relationship to it. I would never suggest this just coming out of treatment or something like that. So disregard if you fit the bill for one of those things. Honestly, and this is kind of taking an interesting turn, but I feel like it's important to mention, because if I saw a video like this and I was still really triggered around food and sugar and what other people were doing with food, I would be, super triggered and just okay, well then I need to do no sugar, and then I need to do this. And no, girl or guy, you don't meet yourself where you're at. Honestly, something that, and this is different for everyone, but I'm just talking about my journey. I was super restrictive with food, and then of course the pendulum swings, and then I would have times where I binged. And honestly, coming out of I can remember the last time I really restricted my food and did some weird shit with food. I made a decision. I'm done. And I allowed myself to eat whatever it was that I wanted. And sometimes it felt like binging, but I just allowed myself, like, that's okay. I've restricted for so long. Okay. If I go in the other direction, okay. Like, so that was really helpful. Like, I ate the ice cream, I ate the candy, I ate the bad food. And now I've gotten to a point where I got that out of my system, and I've come into such a deeper self-love that I'm eating healthy and clean because I love myself and because I naturally want to, and I'm gravitating towards that. And the other food like doesn't make me feel good, so like I'm gonna eat food that makes me feel good. And that's the other reason why we were doing the no sweets, because we kind of like got a little bit indulgent for a while and we weren't feeling really great. Right. So we're trying to get back on track with feeling good and centering ourselves.
And doing the no sugar too, like I've noticed just like a difference in my mental clarity. You know, your skin's clearer, you feel better, you don't feel so bloated. Like I felt like I was bloated a lot.
Same.
And just like foggy a lot of the time, like and then just like super low energy.
Yeah.
And like on the other side of this, it's like I'm waking up, you know, 5:45, I'm walking, I'm like doing all of these different things and have my whole routine, and just I'm feeling so much better.
Yeah, the bloat is a really big one for me, because that can also make me feel a little triggered in my body, you know. And I feel like as women, there's a lot of womb stuff, a lot of like stomach stuff, and if we're feeling like bloated and icky, like it just, our confidence goes down. So
yeah,
for me to cut out the sweets and feel better about myself, and you know, still eat what I want within reason, then my confidence has like gone up too.
Absolutely. And just because I'm masked doesn't mean that like I don't get those same feelings. Like if I'm having a bloaty day, I'm gonna look at her and be like, we're not leaving the house. Like I'm putting on a hoodie and I'm like,
I have nothing to wear.
I have nothing to wear, we can't go. So yeah, you won't have any of that if you go on no sugar. Just saying.
Just talking about our experiences, extending an invitation, maybe some inspiration. Maybe you want to do like a week. You know?
It doesn't have to be so like long. You could literally just do like a one day, like if especially because like B was saying, I feel like we kind of ebb and flow. Like there's a time where we're like super like we're indulging in things, and like because that just, we love food. That's just what makes us happy. And it's just like one of the greatest parts of life, in my opinion. And I think in hers.
I agree.
Like we're foodies. We love trying new things. We love going to like new coffee spots and trying pastries and things like that. But yeah, it's just like an ebb and a flow. And it doesn't have to be 60 days like that. To some people would be like how, you know? But it could just be like, 3 days, 2 days.
1 hour.
1 hour. Yeah. So
if you liked this video, if you want more of this content, please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, leave us a comment, let us know if anything's inspiring you, if anything, you know, maybe you want to do a cleanse but it's not sugar, like anything related, like let us know. We want to start a conversation with you all. We want to connect with women and people that are just resonating with our vibe. So we love you. We see you. Take what you need and leave the rest. Go love yourself.